Hey buds, welcome to episode 3 of the Minecraft Let's Play. Today we are starting off the video in our slime farm with our lovely shaders. And I wouldn't really call this much of a farm, but you know, it has been working. We've got 2 more cool slime heads and 31 slime balls. I'm definitely going to be looking to upgrade this slime farm at a later point in time because we are going to need to have a lot of sticky pistons and therefore a lot of slime balls. For the time being though, the system that I'm using to get the slime balls works really well. I walk very far away. I change the difficulty from normal or hard to peaceful. I wait 5 seconds or so, change it to hard, and then I run back, and typically by the time I get over there after 3 or 4 tries of this, there is 1 or 2 slimes even. Now I'm using a different shader pack than I normally would, and as always, look at those guys. Whee! As always, the shader packs will be in the description below. I believe it's Sildur's or whatever, but before I show you guys the Batcave, let's just take a look at this amazing valley that we've got here. This looks so much better in shaders. Now, like I said in the last episode, we were going to be doing some mining on Twitch, and that is exactly what we did. Open her up, walk on in. Nice, gorgeous, dimly lit Batcave for everyone's viewing pleasure. Now, you might be like, huh, this isn't really a nice Batcave. There's not really much going on here. And you would be 1000% right. Here we have our little elevator shaft thing. And a massive drop, so let's go ahead and drop down. Whee! Oh, that looks so sick with the shaders. Okay. But here we are in another underground area. Now, there's not very much here because I haven't mined out a lot of space, but this is where we're going to be doing most of our stuff. So, what I was planning on doing is mining out a crap ton of this. Like, I mean, a crap ton, and making kind of a moat. So maybe we could get like things like axolotls, and then we could separate them and have some glow squids and have like an aquarium type thing. We also need a really big area for our security system that we're going to be building to work, and that needs a lot of space. It needs, you know, quite frankly, it's gonna take a while, but we're not gonna worry about that in today's episode. We have a few other amazing things that we're gonna get to in today's episode, but here is our little elevator. Thank you also. Oh my god, it's like I'm in a movie. Oh, can we do that again? That was actually so clean. Wait a minute. Oh, that is epic. Oh my goodness. We'll have plenty of chances to go up this as much as we want, but we've got some work ahead of us. You see, there's this big wall in front of me now. What the heck is this wall for? You might be asking. What is this little pillar? What do these buttons do? They don't do anything right now. I was thinking we could have like a secret doorway here, very similar to this, but instead of having iron blocks and tinted glass, we would just have stone. Now, one of the things that I really am worried about, I am not very good at redstone as the sun is setting. Oh my god. Okay. Shaders just came out maybe a week ago, so there might be some issues, only a few. So if you see anything crazy in this episode, you know, just, excuse it as the shader glitch. I think I have enough stuff to do what I need to, like enough room. I'm gonna try and attempt to, I guess, condense all of this redstone down into this. But you guys have already seen me make the door in the last episode, so I'm not gonna bother you with this, and we'll be back once it's done. Several minutes later, we have come up with a brand new looking Batcave. It looks a little obvious that there's a door there, so I'm hoping to add some dark oak trapdoors around here to make everything seem like it's supposed to be there. But since we don't have any access to dark oak just yet, we sadly cannot. But here we go. I've already tested all the doors. It'll open just like this. Basically the exact same thing as that, but with stone as the door. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 minute. Of course, whenever I show you guys something, it's got its little quirks to sort out. I'll actually come down here and show you, how I did it. So it's the exact same thing as last episode. You have this little wire thing. This is where it kind of differs from the other door, since this is such a compact area, and literally 1 block this way is the pit. So that's why these little things are here, which I also think that they're really cute, just like this, like these little pillar things. I think that those are adorable. But so basically what happens is When that redstone block below is moved, it will send a signal here, which will activate all 4 of these pistons that are under this cobblestone, and it will activate this trapdoor, which the observer will pick up on, and then powers a redstone current to redstone dust right under it, and it activates the 2 pistons. So it's really I'm kind of proud of that, because I didn't have to look up anything. I was sort of struggling with the spacing of it, but I think that everything turned out pretty all right in the end. Now, guys, here comes the fun part, or well, I guess fun for me. I get to mine out a large majority of this mountain up until we reach the very edge. So let's just find this edge over here. So I'm going to assume that most of you guys know that Batman is like a rich, like millionaire playboy type guy. So he's got a massive, very pretty looking space. And then under like his building and everything is the Batcave. Now, what I was thinking of is that we'd kind of stick with this whole theme of me being Batman, and we would make a lovely area at the very top of the mountain. Well, not the very top, I guess in the dead center, but you know. And I figured, why not incorporate some of the new tinted glass? So I'm like, boink, boink, boink. So that way, at nighttime, it won't stick out like a sore thumb, and during daytime, it will still look very edgy and cool and dark. Now, up here, I kind of wanted to have some sort of nice lounge area, maybe some like, you know, diamond armor once we actually get some for ourselves. I want to have a book area, like a study type vibe. Maybe we could have a villager or 2 be the butlers of up here. Maybe we get a mending villager or something along those lines. But let's find the edge of the mountain here. Okay, wonderful. We're gonna kind of form this tinted glass with the shape of the mountain. This world looks a lot scarier at night with shaders on. If you guys have any shaders also, please do, you know, drop them below. And also, speaking of recommending different shader packs, Barber has actually asked me to add in the Graves data pack, which from my understanding, if I die, instead of my items literally splashing all over the place and potentially, you know, in lava, it would be at a little grave site, which I could go back to and pick up all my belongings in a much easier manner. Okay, I've gotta say, I am quite happy that I chose to go with this. Like, you just take a look, you wake up, you look outside, and you're like, oh my goodness gracious, how gorgeous. And imagine how good it's gonna look at nighttime, because I am stoked. I wanted to ask you guys also if you wanted the motion blur shaders, where as I'm moving here, you'll see that it looks a little bit different, it's a little bit smoother than normal Minecraft, but I want to know what you guys think. I think that this looks a lot cleaner. It's a lot easier for movements, and it's a little easier on the eyes, but I don't know if it will hinder any of your guys' watching experience if you get lightheaded, like I know Freckle Power does when she watches Minecraft. So please let me know in the comments. I would not want to give any of you guys eye strain or anything along those lines. And here we are finishing up on this lovely window. We'll have just the exact amount. Oh yes, that is satisfying. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've never been more excited for a build world, actually. I'm quite attached to this world already, and I'm glad that I've been able to do so many different things, such as live stream it with you guys. Okay, it kind of sticks out just a tiny bit as of right now. I can't really get a good view of it because the sun is up, but we're gonna run over to the village real fast since we're already over here. And I would like to gather up 1 or 2 villagers, and I'm gonna kill some of these cows because we're gonna want to get some leather for books, and you know, I'm quite attached to our cows. Over by our base, I want to have a bunch of villagers around, but I also want for villagers to stay in their respected villages. So let's find a villager. Maybe you? Hello? Hello. I've already traded with you. Perfect. Would you like to be abducted? Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get him up to our mountain, because we actually live pretty high up, and, yeah, I don't want him to die. Can we go up? Oh no, we're sinking, we're sinking! Oh, my boat sank! We'll go give this guy back to his village, because I don't think we have a proper way of getting him up there. We don't have any rails yet. Well, it's sort of what I wanted. It's not as epic as I had envisioned in my brain, but it is definitely still amazing. This definitely looks epic, though. Let's go move the bed inside. First night sleeping in the Batcave. So, it's been a hot second since I was last on here recording, and I just want to say that a couple things IRL have happened. I had to go to the emergency room. Now, don't freak out, and I know that some of you guys are like, nunny? Something bit me, and I didn't know what it was, and my skin got really puffy on my hand. To the point of where, like, when doctors saw it, they were like, oh. It's nothing serious, it's just a little bug bite that, somehow got really, really swollen. And, they gave me some medicine for it. It's already, like, really, really better. I'm taking some medicine, that makes me pretty tired. So if I sound dead in, any of these videos, I apologize for that, because I am tired. Also, though, you know, just emotionally tired sort of thing. My mom had told me that my, cousin's dog had just passed today, and that, for some reason, I guess it's because I'm on medicine and I'm really exhausted already, I started bawling my eyes out, so I am very, very sorry, and I hope that they are doing a-okay, and that everything's fine. It was a 15-year-old dog, so I'm very, very sorry for your loss. But hopefully I can cheer you up some with some Minecraft videos. It's on a very, very sad note to start off again playing Minecraft. But another thing is that my pea plant Peter, he died today as well. And you know, it's just a pea plant, but I was very, very attached. So that's another thing on top of it where I'm just like, I also figured out a solution to our villager issue. I've been talking it over with my mom some, because I talk over all my Minecraft ideas with my mom, because she is very smart. Thank you, Mama, I love you. And what we had what I had figured out after rambling to her for 30 minutes about it, is that instead of getting a rail system, because that is quite expensive, and we don't have very much in the iron department, but I decided I was going to make a staircase like how I had said, and I think we're gonna wrap it around this way now, actually. But make a staircase, go down, connect over there, and I have all of this wheat that I gathered earlier in the video, and we can just, like, get the villager, plop one down. Come up, plop one down, and he'll pick it up and walk with us. So, my hope is that we can grab 2 villagers, and, you know, see how it goes. So, after about 20 minutes, I have made this really large bridge. We have a lovely lookout point right here into the entire valley side. And you got a little bit of steps here, and then there's a flat area, which I'm hoping to make some type of villager house here. Maybe like just a little one for the librarians. Maybe we'll have a little cozy library here. But one thing that I was really excited to show you guys, because I'm very proud of this, I'm going to put a little path with path blocks over here, so that way you can just, like, walk straight through and into the valley if you wanted. And I think that that is such a nice and cozy, vibe to everything. I also kind of want to make this staircase right here go down one and then connect into the mountain, so we can have, like, kind of like how the Batcave is, where there's glass. And we can have, like, a trading hall, for some people up there. But as the night is setting, I've got all of my wheat. We're on to a new mission here. I got 2 boats for 2 separate villagers. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is just take the bed. Maybe they would move better at night, actually. Maybe I could just place the bed and then break the bed and then place it again. Oh, you don't have a job, do you? Maybe we could try the bed stuff with you. Okay, he's getting the hearts. Just keep him walking. Welcome into the Batcave! How are you doing? I hope you enjoy your stay. Psych! Hahaha! You've been doomed to an eternal suffering!
One eternity later.
Oh my gosh, okay. So, without further ado, we have gathered 2 villagers inside of the Batcave. You do not even want to know how long this has taken me. So they are totally safe in here. We're not gonna let them outside. Hopefully they won't want to go outside at all. But in the next couple episodes, we'll probably make some form of, library over here, hopefully. You know me, never planning ahead, really, for these things. Now, another thing is that over here I said I wanted to make a library. I still think that we should make a library here. Maybe this is even where I'll put a, full enchanter, like where we come to properly enchant. That'll up there just be like a a makeshift, like if I don't want to come all the way down here. You know, surprisingly, it was really easy to get up here, actually, so we might even put some stuff up here. The more and more that I'm building this, the more and more I'm like, you know, walls I don't think would be the proper choice for this. I also think that that little wooden pillar should be changed to... Oh, look at my shadow up there. That's really cool. I think that the wooden pillar here should be changed more like down there. But, buds, I think that that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you, buds, for watching. And as always, remember, join the village today. It's only a click away.